Some of the people who look the richest are actually the most financially unstable. The luxury car, the designer clothes, the perfect apartment, the vacations that look effortless. From the outside, it looks like success, it looks like wealth, it looks like they've figured life out. But what if I told you? A large number of those lifestyles are built on pressure, on debt, not ownership, on appearance, not reality. We are living in a time where wealth is no longer something you build quietly, it's something you perform publicly. And the more convincing the performance, the more dangerous the truth underneath. Look around, scroll through your phone. Pay attention, everything feels elevated now. Everyone looks like they're doing well. Better clothes, better places, better experiences. It creates a strange feeling, like you're behind, like you're missing something. But what you're seeing is not always real. It's curated, filtered, selected, and sometimes financed. Because today, looking rich is easier than ever. You don't need millions, you just need access, credit, monthly payments, leasing options, buy now, pay later. The system makes it simple. Appear wealthy first, figure it out later. And that's where the illusion begins, because real wealth and visible wealth are not the same thing. One is built slowly, often quietly, the other is displayed instantly. One gives you freedom, the other creates pressure. And most people don't realize which one they're chasing. This is what we call fake rich behavior, not fake in the sense of pretending intentionally, but fake in structure. The behavior looks like wealth, but doesn't create it. It's driven by psychology, not strategy. Emotion, not logic. It confuses income with wealth, cash flow with stability. Someone can earn a lot of money and still be financially fragile. Someone can look successful and still be one emergency away from collapse, because income is not wealth. Spending is not wealth. Visibility is not wealth. Wealth is what remains after everything else. And once you understand this, you start to notice the signs everywhere. The first sign is a luxury lifestyle funded by debt. It looks impressive at first. Expensive car, high-end fashion, premium experiences. But look closer. The car is financed. The clothes are bought on credit. The lifestyle is sustained by payments. Every month, money goes out before it has time to grow. It feels like success, but it's actually obligation. The psychology behind it is simple. Immediate reward feels more powerful than long-term stability. The brain chooses visible status now over invisible security later. The second sign is constant upgrading. New phone every year, better car every few years. Clothes that are always current. It creates the illusion of progress. But it's not real progress, it's movement without accumulation. Each upgrade resets your financial position. Instead of building forward, you restart, again and again. To deeper reason, identity. People tie their self-worth to what they own. So they keep upgrading, not because they need to, but because they feel like they have to. The third sign is no emergency savings despite high spending. This is one of the most dangerous patterns. Someone can spend thousands every month, but have nothing set aside for unexpected situations. Why? Because saving doesn't feel urgent. Spending does. The brain prioritizes visible satisfaction over invisible protection. Until something goes wrong, and when it does, everything collapses quickly. The fourth sign is renting a lifestyle, not building one. Expensive apartment, high monthly costs, beautiful environment, but no ownership, no assets, no foundation. It looks like success, it feels like success, but financially, it creates dependency. You're paying for a lifestyle, not building one. The psychology here is subtle. Environment shapes identity. So people invest heavily in how life looks, instead of how it functions. The fifth sign is talking more about money than actually building it. You'll notice this pattern quickly. Constant discussions about income, business ideas, success. Big plans, big talk, but very little quiet progress. Real wealth builders don't need to announce it, because they're focused on systems, not signals. Talking feels productive, but it's often a substitute for action. The sixth sign is income flexing without investment evidence. Someone might show how much they earn, their job, their business, their deals, but when you look deeper, there's no structure, no investing habit, no asset growth. It's all inflow, no foundation, This is dangerous because income is temporary. It can stop, it can change. Without assets, there is no safety. The seventh sign is emotional spending. Buying things to feel better, to relieve stress, to escape boredom, to reward effort. It feels harmless, even justified. But over time, it becomes a pattern. Emotion triggers spending, spending gives relief. Relief reinforces behavior, and the cycle continues. This is not about money anymore. It's about emotional regulation. The eighth sign is leasing everything: car, furniture, lifestyle. Nothing is truly owned, everything is accessed. It creates flexibility, but also constant obligation. You are always paying, always maintaining, always renewing. It feels modern, efficient, but financially, it limits growth. Because ownership builds equity, leasing builds dependency. The ninth sign is spending for social validation. Buying things not because you need them, but because others will see them. Posting experiences, showing upgrades, creating an image. It's subtle, sometimes unconscious, but powerful. Because now spending is not about you, it's about perception. And perception is expensive to maintain. And the 10th sign is the I deserve it loop. This one is the most emotional, the most human. You work hard. You feel tired. You reward yourself again and again. And over time, reward becomes routine, not occasional, constant. It's not about celebration anymore. It's about coping. And that's where the danger is. Because now, spending feels necessary. All of these signs point to something deeper. A psychological pattern, a way of thinking. Social comparison plays a huge role. You see others doing well, and your brain adjusts your expectations. Dopamine reinforces spending. Identity ties your self-worth to your lifestyle. And fear of being seen as less, pushes people to maintain an image at all costs. And the brain always prefers short-term reward over long-term stability. Always, unless you train it otherwise. Now compare this to real wealth. Real wealth is quiet. It doesn't need attention. It doesn't rely on validation. It's built through assets, investments, ownership, systems that grow over time. It doesn't look exciting daily, but it becomes powerful eventually. A truly wealthy person might not look rich at all. No constant upgrades, no visible pressure, no need to prove anything. Because their life is not built on appearance. It's built on structure, and that's the difference most people miss. Fake wealth is loud, fast, visible. Real wealth is quiet, slow, invisible. Fake wealth creates stress, real wealth creates freedom. Fake wealth needs attention, real wealth needs time. So the question is not, who looks rich? The real question is, who is stable when no one is watching? Because in the end, most financial failure is not about income. It's about behavior, patterns repeated daily, decisions made emotionally, and identities built around appearance instead of reality. The difference between rich and broke is often invisible at first, but over time, it becomes impossible to ignore. And the people who truly win financially are not the ones who look rich early. They're the ones who stop performing and start building. Because real wealth is not something you show, it's something you become.